You're driving on a normal day, sunlight on the road, traffic moving like nothing unusual is happening, and then you see it, a crash up ahead, twisted metal, flashing lights, people already slowing down. You don't want to look, you know you shouldn't look, and yet your eyes move anyway, just for a second, just long enough, and somehow that second sticks with you. And here's the strange part, you're not alone, almost everyone does the same thing, even people who say they hate tragedy are the first to slow down, the first to click, the first to watch. But why does something we claim to find disturbing also feel impossible to ignore? Because this isn't just curiosity, it feels deeper than that, something older than language, something your brain never really stopped doing. And if you think this is only about accidents on the road, you're about to realize it's happening everywhere around you in ways you probably never noticed. Because the real question is not why people watch tragedies, the real question is why your mind treats danger like entertainment. At first it seems simple, maybe it's curiosity, maybe it's empathy, maybe it's boredom, but none of that fully explains it. This behavior doesn't show up only in rare moments, it shows up in patterns everywhere. People slow down at accidents, they binge disaster documentaries, they watch plane crashes, fires, floods, wars, not because they enjoy suffering, but because something in the mind refuses to look away. And here is where it gets strange. The same brain that feels disgust at tragedy is also the one that pushes you to keep watching it. So what is actually going on? To understand this, we need to go far back, long before modern life, before cities, before screens, back to when ignoring tragedy could literally get you killed. Imagine ancient humans living in small groups with no hospitals, no warning systems, no protection, and something suddenly goes wrong nearby. A scream, a fire, a wounded animal, a collapse of safety. In that world, not paying attention is not just ignorance, it is danger. So over thousands of years, the human brain evolved a system that says if something dangerous is happening nearby, you must pay attention immediately. That system never really turned off. Even though your world is now safe compared to the past, your brain is still running survival software designed for a world where missing one detail could mean death. So when you see a crash, a disaster, or even a dramatic video, your brain does not see content, it sees potential survival information. But that still does not fully explain the feeling because there is another layer underneath it, and it is more uncomfortable than it seems. Watching tragedy from a safe distance creates a strange conflict in your mind. On one side, empathy activates, you feel tension, discomfort, sometimes sadness, but on the other side, your body is safe and your brain knows it. When those two signals collide, your mind gets stuck. It does not resolve the tension quickly because that tension itself pulls attention and holds it in place. This is what makes tragedy feel so sticky in your mind. It captures you without permission. And modern media quietly amplifies this effect. Instead of one accident on a road, you now have endless disasters, endless tragedies, endless moments of intensity, not because the world became more dangerous, but because attention became something that can be captured and sold. And your brain is still wired to follow it. But there is another reason this is so hard to stop watching, and this one is even more uncomfortable. Part of your mind is not just observing tragedy, it is simulating it. Every time you see something chaotic, your brain asks a hidden question. What if that was me? What would I do? Could I survive that? This is not imagination for fun, it is mental rehearsal, a survival tool disguised as curiosity. The more extreme the situation, the more your brain tries to run simulations, building possible outcomes, testing survival paths, as if preparing for something that is not actually happening. But then something else happens, something subtle but powerful. When you realize you are safe while watching something terrible, your brain produces relief. Not joy but relief, and that contrast becomes strangely rewarding. It tells your mind, that is not me, I am safe, I am okay. And over time, your brain starts associating emotional intensity with importance, which means calm content feels weaker, and intense content feels more meaningful. Without noticing it, your attention gets trained. And this leads to a bigger shift. Your brain is no longer just reacting to danger, it starts preferring anything that feels significant, anything emotionally charged, anything that stands out. And tragedy is one of the strongest signals of significance there is. But the final piece that makes everything click is this: tragedy is not just information, it is structure. It behaves like a story. A normal beginning, a disruption, rising tension, and a peak where something irreversible happens. Your brain is built to follow exactly this kind of pattern. So when you watch a disaster, you are not just seeing an event, you are watching a narrative your mind is desperate to complete, even if that narrative is real and even if it is uncomfortable. That is why you cannot look away, because your brain is not asking if it is pleasant, it is asking if it is important enough to continue. And when you finally connect everything together, ancient survival instincts, emotional conflict, mental simulation, relief contrast, and narrative structure, something becomes clear. Your attention was never designed for peace, it was designed for significance. And tragedy, more than almost anything else, signals significance instantly. That is why you slow down, that is why you click, that is why you watch. Not because something is wrong with you, but because your brain is still doing exactly what it evolved to do, even in a world that no longer needs it in the same way. And maybe the most uncomfortable realization is that you are not just watching tragedy, you are watching your own mind follow an ancient system that still thinks survival is always 1 second away.